Happy Saturday, everybody. Bobcat here in the Art Mind studio. As you can see by the motorcycle crack next to me that this is a motorcycle video. But there's no motorcycle involved. The bike in question is my 2023 Euro Gear Up that I lovingly called Donkey. And I sold it. It's gone. I've had 2,000 miles of fun in the sun and the ice and the snow. Very, very mild off-road with it at gravel roads and some yards, not like I'm blazing trails through the woods. I never got the chance. It broke down again. So soon after I got it the first time, something went wrong with it. Started running rough. One of the headers was glowing bright red. Dealer picked it up, did their fix under it because it's under warranty, and then brought it back to me. And I got probably just a couple of months worth of riding out of it. I was trying to make some more videos about it. Wanted to do a 1,000-mile review. Worked on that slowly, not fast enough, and wound up clocking just over 2,000 miles on it, or just about 2,000 miles on it, and it broke down again. And very similar problems: stuttering, hesitation, check engine light, and the dashboard all lighting up. All kinds of stuff. And it's not like I'm doing anything more than just kind of bopping around town, I'm not going cross country. I noodled around in snow that deep for the very light winter that we had. And, I didn't ride it enough to warrant the next service on it, the next scheduled factory service on it. And that was starting to come up, and it just broke down again. It was doing the same stuttering hesitation that it did, except the header wasn't glowing this time, and it didn't quite get to backfiring. So I've noodled it home, called the dealership, or emailed the dealership, and it took them 2 weeks to get back to me. And I basically had to bug them again, and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll come pick it up in another 2 weeks." They picked it up, and it was gone for a while. And then "Oh, it's done." And then they brought it back, and hadn't really been fixed. It was still doing the stuttering and hesitation. Instrument cluster was replaced, but still showing a check engine light, and all these problems. And I said, you know what? Just take it back. As much as I wanted to really enjoy a long life with motorcycle sidecar business, I'm not in the habit of buying and selling bikes willy-nilly. I don't have the budget for it. I don't have the time for it. I want to get a bike and ride the hell out of it as it's designed. This one just couldn't stay reliable enough for me to risk, say, taking my wife, out for a ride in the back roads, that kind of stuff. Going camping with it, if I go 3-4 hours out and then into the woods from there to my favorite campsite, I just couldn't risk it. And that really broke my heart because I really wanted to like this bike. I really wanted to have fun with it. And the the character quirks that this thing is supposed to have. It's one thing to be a wonky bike, right? It's one thing to have weird handling because it's a sidecar. It's one thing to need to nurse it here and there. But just having the risk of it suddenly breaking down, I need a bike to be reliable enough for me to ride it, right? I'll do the maintenance on it. And the communication with the dealership, and it's not the dealer's fault, they're so far away. The communication with the dealership and all of that took so long that the bike's warranty expired while it was in their care. So I sold it back to them at a $6,000 loss. Very expensive lesson, very disappointing lesson. Fair price, I think, but that's a bummer, So I still have the Honda Valkyrie, 2014 Valkyrie, flawless. It's running great, and I have some time to play around with this. It was the Nikon D3400 digital SLR camera. I bought this to actually photograph my artwork, so I can make prints. Bought this years ago. Found it again, so I'm playing with that. I do have intentions of doing riding gear reviews for Father's Day. I was gifted this Sidici jacket, and I finally, 6 months later, bought the pants to go with it. Not from the same set, but from a very similar set. But it is zipped together and it fits very comfortable. It fits better than the old built jacket that I had. I got some new gloves from Revit, and so I actually have I have some boots. Here they are. I've got, what are these? Forma riding boots. These aren't the really tall ones. This is the next one, the next size down. These are actually just comfortable boots. Once you break them in, I could wear these. If these were steel-toed, I might wear them to work. But, I've got riding gear review videos that I'll put together for you. But man, I'm super bummed about the donkey. People in various internet forums wag their fingers at me saying, I told you so, I told you, piece of crap. And other people in the Ural forums were like, what are you doing? Why are you getting rid of this bike? And I just can't, right now, I just can't risk an unreliable machine that'll leave me stranded. That's the thing. Just don't leave me stranded. Now that it's not under warranty, I said, you know what, take it back. So with the money I got back, I am going to look at another Apocalypse project bike. I've got that glowing gold-painted horse skull from the 2003 Honda Shadow 750 that I got. I still have the exhausts from TJ Brutal Customs. I might just get another one and slap that crap back in there. I don't know. And I welcome your suggestions as to what kind of Mad Max, maybe not a chopper, but a bobber for sure, kind of bike I could do and should do. A 750 is probably the low end of the engine size for me. I don't think I'm going to mess with a sport bike necessarily, so still in the cruiser genre. I'm a lazy cruising type of guy. Maybe a dual sport, maybe an adventure bike, but I want to apocalypse the crap out of it, whatever that means. I have bad taste and bad judgment, so I'm going to do that with it. So goodbye to the donkey. Thank you for your service, comrade. Maybe one day I will get another one. The biggest frustration about that, after taking my beautiful partner to the Maryland Renaissance Festival on the bike, they're like, oh, I like this motorcycle thing. Got him a jacket, got him a helmet, and it broke down before they could ride in it again. That sucks. So maybe another sidecar, maybe another Euro gear up. Maybe a fuel injected or a carbureted one instead of a fuel injected one. I would love your suggestions. I really would. What about other sidecars? Am I missing something? I think the Changjiang, if I'm pronouncing that right, that's Chinese, basically looks like a Ural, but it is a parallel twin and it is water cooled instead of air cooled. Otherwise, it looks identical. Is that two-wheel drive? Is that off-road capable? Please, I welcome your suggestions. Otherwise, it's to the gun range and riding around on my lovely Valkyrie. But that's bad news. So goodbye, donkey. Thank you for your service. I hope your new home treats you better than I did, I guess. I hope you are safe and well fed wherever you are. I wish you mucho, mucho amor. And good luck out there. Be safe.